everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is the first time you're on my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Yes, this is your girl Oyai Girl, and today I'm back here with you guys, my new organic community. If this is the first time you're onto my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Today we are going to be talking about what is an MBA program, why do you need to get an MBA program, and what's the rave of an MBA all about. Coming to today's episode on my channel. I'd like to say, how was the last session? Do you feel like you get to know me now? Do you feel like you can relate with me? Yeah, like Oyai Girl, I'm very sure you can say, oh, okay, this is Oyai Girl, I know a little bit about her. Thank you so much for watching the previous video. Today, hitting right into it, I'm going to be talking on what is an MBA program. Why do you need to get an MBA in the year 2024? What are the steps involved for you to choose your desired MBA program, and how do you go about it? So this is going to be a series, and I'm very sure I won't be able to finish it in this episode. So it's going to be a continuation until we can hit, right through. If this is the first time you're just watching my channel, please hit the subscribe button. I'm very sure you are going to benefit a lot. The MBA is the Masters in Business Administration program. It is currently the most lucrative and the master's program with the highest rate on investment. Yes, I said it. Do you know that having an MBA can actually easily put you on a six-figure startup salary immediately you're done? Yes. Do you know that the MBA graduates can get as much as a six-figure salary as soon as they are done with school? I mean, startup salary. I'm not even talking of the bonuses or the sign-up bonus you get. Just look at this. I'm sharing a school's data for 2023 for their MBA graduates. Can you see how much the base salary is and all their sign-up bonus? These are for just recent MBA graduates that just finished. Like, starting straight into the six-figure market. This is a good motivation, What you need to know about having an MBA. Why do organizations prefer to hire the MBA candidates? Why are they like hot cake, and why is it very competitive in the market right now? So the employers believe that the MBA graduates are being taught rigorously in their business schools on all the processes involved in business. When I say all the processes, I'm talking about you going through accounting, you going through finance, you going through international business, you going through marketing, you going through supply chain management, technology, information technology, strategy, consulting, and a whole lot of the business field. So most times organizations prefer to employ or hire an MBA graduate because they feel like they are mostly prepared for whatever situation may come up in an organization. An MBA to be a strange name. I mean, it's very common, but I'll just break it down a little bit so that we'll know what we're all talking about. So an MBA is the Masters in Business Administration program, and it's currently to me, I'll currently say having an MBA right now is like having the highest return on investment you can for a career. Like, that is, if you want your career to really thrive and you want to get to the upper echelon up there, you need to have an MBA. I'm telling you why employers want to hire the MBA graduates and what you stand to gain from having an MBA degree. So I know there are a lot of masters out there. Masters in Business Administration speaks to you having a knowledge in all fields in business. I'm talking of accounting, I'm talking of finance, I'm talking of supply chain management, I'm talking of technology, I'm talking of leadership track. The MBA program helps prepare you for a broader knowledge on business and leadership as a whole. So most organizations hire MBA graduates now because they know that they are being trained rigorously to prepare and to help the workforce. So why is an MBA graduate different from every other master's graduate out there? Well, the thing is, having an MBA these days actually means that you are more versatile and more ready to take up any challenge that may come up in an organization. So most organizations believe that hiring, and they know for a fact because I'm very sure they tried it on several occasions, believe that hiring an MBA graduate means that they are hiring a candidate that is ready to take up whatever challenge comes by the company in terms of marketing, in terms of supply chain, in terms of leadership development, in terms of technology, like a lot of things. So an MBA is actually a very lucrative thing to get right now. It's very resourceful. It has a very high return on investment. If you were contemplating on having an MBA, I would totally advise you to go ahead with it. Yes, because having an MBA is a game changer for your career. Talking on that, I'd like to say now at this point, having an MBA right now is like, it's like discovering where there's gold mine. Like, one of the beauties of pursuing an MBA degree is that you could actually get a dual degree. A lot of schools have dual degree programs that involves the MBA. That is, you could have the MBA in data analytics, the MBA and the Masters in accounting, MBA and the Masters in supply chain management, MBA with a specialization in strategy, MBA with a specialization in consulting. So it all boils down to what exactly you want to specialize in, and this is what would actually make you stand out. So I fully advise that if you want to get an MBA program, if you want to get into an MBA program, you go for a specialized one. Specialize, state exactly what you want to go for. How do you go about choosing your MBA program? I would say that because it's a very competitive market right now, I would advise that you have an MBA that comes along with a specialization. What do I mean by specialization? Yes, you can do the full-time MBA, just the MBA program, but I would advise that you go along with the specialization. What I mean is you could specialize in finance, strategy, supply chain management, information systems, cybersecurity, which means you're having, like, say, MBA with information systems, MBA with finance, MBA with marketing. This gives the employer a full coverage of exactly what you're prepared for. Aside from you having the whole knowledge on the business and how to run a business properly, you also get to be in the specialized field. Now, one of the constraints that the MBA candidates may go through would be that startup companies may likely not go with an MBA graduate. This is because they feel that they can't go through the rough sketch of a startup company. However, companies that are deeply rooted in their business already like to have an MBA graduate to help them continue and to maintain their business status. How do you go about the search for your business school? I would personally recommend you use the US News site. That is if you're interested in coming to the business schools here in America. The best site to check, first of all, to do your research is on US News. Now, when you get on US News, you could probably just put in a range, say like top 50 business schools in America. However, this would lead me to say that a lot of people pursue business programs according to rankings and all that. But permit me to say that you going to a highly ranked school does not. The only advantage you may have is you will earn higher, but there are some disadvantages. So how do you go about choosing your business school? I'd say first of all, you have to make your research on what school would you like to attend, what are the requirements for the school that you want to attend, are there things that you can do, at what time. So this would lead me right into saying how I got into my business program. When I decided I wanted to pursue my MBA program, I went online, and I'm going to advise you do the same process because it worked for me, and I know that, having worked for me, I believe that it could work for you if you're interested in going through to the business program. So I went online and I checked for the top 50 schools. And from the top 50 schools, I saw a list of the schools. I went to the school's website, I checked for their requirements, what was their return on investment for the graduate students to the MBA students, how was their teaching style like, what's the environment like. And this America, you can go to some places that are extremely cold, you won't be able to read. Yes, these are most of the things I looked out for. So luckily for me, I found here. So one important thing that has always been overlooked when picking out an MBA program is that you have to look out for what your school has to offer. You have to look out for the alumni programs. How strong is your school's alumni? How strong is your school? what's the return on investment for your particular school, so you don't spend money and go to a school whereby you earn cheap at the end of the day. Yes. So the business school, this also doesn't mean that you need to go for the most expensive business school in the world. No, there are some business schools that are not so expensive, but you get the same value you would get in the most expensive schools. Yes, and I said the same value. You even get better, over time. You get to save money while you're in school. For you to get into the MBA program, there are some requirements. Some of the requirements include having your application ready. What do you need to have your application ready? You need your statement of purpose, you need your reference letter, and you need to fill the forms online. Now, how do you go about your application? In some schools, they require the application fee, but if you subscribe to my channel and you follow me through, of course, that's why I'm here. I'll share tips to you whereby you don't get to pay a single dime. Yes, a dime for application fee. I'm saying this because I used the same process and it worked for me. I applied to 5 schools and I didn't pay a dime for the application fees. So yes, you would also need to write GRE or GMAT. Now, going into the business school, it is believed that you need to write the GRE or GMAT. It shows how ready you are going to be for the program, how you can deal with your calculations, and what need GRE or GMAT. Now, in some cases, some schools get to waive the GRE or GMAT requirements. You would need to justify why it should be waived. Like I said before, this is why you need to subscribe to my channel. This is why I'm here. So I would share tips with you how you can justify why you don't need to provide the GRE or GMAT if you qualify for that. Yes. So after the GRE or the GMAT, you're going to need to write your statement of purpose. Now, the statement of purpose is one of the most interesting parts that occurred in my own application process. Why do you want to attend business school? Why should you be taken for business school? What exactly do you want to go and do there? Yes, you're going to state all of this in a letter and in a story, like storytelling. So and that's why I'm your girl. That's why this is your girl. I get to share with you tips on how you can write a very good application, a very good statement of purpose. Yes, I'll share you the tips, easy peasy. But that's aside. After that, you're going to need reference letters, like recommendation letters, like strong ones. You need, some schools require one. The least required is just a reference letter, but you need from people that can actually, write something very meaningful about you. I'm not talking of your boyfriend. The MBA program is very expensive, can be very demanding. However, the good news is that is why you have me. Yeah, that is why I'm here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of tips on how you can get into your desired MBA program. So I hope with these few points of mine, you've seen why the MBA program is very important and why you need to go for the MBA, why you need to pursue an MBA program. Yes, especially if you like money. I said it. Especially if you like money, you have to come for the MBA program. So this would lead you to the end of this series. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've really found this interesting, please look out for my next series. I'm going to be putting you through on how to write your applications, your statement of purpose, and what your recommendation letter needs to be all about. Thank you, and once again, please like, share, and comment. This would enable me to reach out to a lot of people that needs this video. Before I leave, I would like to leave you with this question. Would you like to pursue an MBA program? Have you pursued one? What do you think? What's your advice, or what do you think is really worth it? Do you think the MBA program is worth it? Or I'm just saying.